Tom Petty Gymnasium. On behalf of the Board of Education and Administration of Bloom-Carroll High School and the Ohio High School Athletic Association, we would like to welcome you for today's contest featuring our guests, the Amanda-Clearcreek Aces and your Bloom-Carroll Bulldogs. Please stand for the play of our national anthem.
Interface Video presents the Buffalo Wild Wings High School Game of the Week, brought to you by Dagger Law, the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield Federal, Buckeye Toyota, Fairfield Medical Center, Buckeye Lake Marina, Personal Touch Party Rentals, Fairfield DD, North Body Shop, Fairfield County Adam H., The Carriage Company, The Savings Bank, Sheridan Funeral Home, and ExploreHockingHills.com.
Everybody, welcome to the Interface Video Productions High School Basketball Game of the Week. Today we're at Tom Petty Gymnasium at Bloom-Carroll High School for a Mid-State League Buckeye Division battle between the Bloom-Carroll Bulldogs and the Amanda-Clearcreek Aces in girls basketball. Tim, let's jump right into it. You had a chance to talk to both these coaches. Both of them kind of riding a high right now on 3-game winning streaks.
If we have as much energy and enthusiasm as the coaches had with me this week, we're going to have a heck of a basketball game tonight, Jared.
Tonight's Keys to the Game brought to you by North Body Shop. Since 1979, North Body Shop has been providing professional auto collision repairs on all makes and models. Don't think of going anywhere else to get your vehicle looked at. Looking like new again, we pride ourselves in serving all the collision repair needs throughout Fairfield County. Tim, what are the keys to the game for both these teams?
Well, actually, we're going to see a lot of young players. I think one of the things that Amanda has is they have a solid core of returners, but they're trying to mix some young players in. I think the thing for them is their skill level is pretty good offensively. I think they're trying to continue to get more consistent defensively, and that just takes time with young players. On Bloom-Carroll's side, they're very young, lost a lot of scoring, graduated last year, so it's been an adjustment. But Coach Ireland's really upbeat, thinks they've got a lot of, they've got a high level to reach, and it's possible for them. They just got to continue to keep getting better.
Amanda-Clearcreek comes in 6-2 overall, 3-2 in the Mid-State League Buckeye. Bloom-Carroll's 3-3 overall, 2-2 in the MSL Buckeye. Let's talk about individual players. First for Bloom-Carroll, Whitney Passon, 16 points per game. She's doing a lot of the scoring. They really need to get some other girls involved in the scoring, though.
They do. She shot the three well and doing a lot of nice things, but the bottom line is you got to be able to score. They're going to probably play quite a few girls, and getting that rhythm takes time. And I think, Bloom-Carroll started off slow, but they've won 3 in a row now, and I think they're starting to feel a little better about themselves. And maybe somebody will kind of step up and give them that feel that they need on offense.
On the other side, you talk about Amanda-Clearcreek, you immediately look at Taylor Evans. She's averaging 15 points a game, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. I mean, as she goes, Amanda-Clearcreek goes.
She is the leader, and she's an excellent player, Jared. She does a lot of things, as you just mentioned, stat-wise, but also in leadership. They feel comfortable with her on the floor. She makes good decisions and just an all-around good basketball player.
These two teams split last year on the 12-19 of last year. Amanda-Clearcreek won that one 39-36. Then on February 2nd, it was 51-45 Bloom-Carroll. These two teams coached by very good coaches, Coach A.J. Ireland here at Bloom-Carroll and Tim Leist at Amanda-Clearcreek. Coach Leist actually has experienced both boys and girls side. He's had some good success here with the girls.
He does a great job. His daughter's playing, and that's never an easy situation because it's 24/7 basketball.
You're right. Tip is controlled by the Aces. It'll be Hayden Plank bringing it up for Amanda-Clearcreek. She sees a wide open shot, takes it, can't get it to go, and it will go to Bloom-Carroll. Plank is averaging 12 points per ball game. She's a 5'10" freshman.
Showed a little three-quarter court pressure here, Jared. Some young players for Carroll on the floor. You know, we've used to seeing Bratton, Wilkinson in the backcourt for Carroll for many years, so they got some different looks.
Sorrell swings it over. Whitney passing for three, got it in the corner.
Man, that is just beautiful looking shot right there.
Good look from Emma Sorrell to find her as well in the corner.
Jared, she's a 46% three-point shooter. That's shooting 70%, over 70% on twos if you equated it.
You look at Hayden Plank for Amanda-Clearcreek, she's 36%, which is good as well.
Real good.
46, wow, that's excellent.
That's burning it up.
Kaylee Wilson scores it for the Aces. 3-2 here early at Bloom-Carroll. Right side, Sorrell. Now they get it to Passon. Stolen away.
One of the golden rules is don't throw the ball across the lane. It's not going to get there.
Yep. Plank stole it away. Now Wilson's pass is tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Aces underneath their own hoop. Here's a Dagger Law replay.
Yeah, great cut. Just got to be more communication.
Might have caught her off guard a little bit, spinning to the inside. I think she thought she might spin baseline. Evans gets it right side. Plank for three. No good. Rebound controlled by the Bulldogs. Davin Miller brings it up. Man-to-man defense from the Aces. She'll hand it off now to Riley Westall. Sorrell back to Miller. Miller scoop shot up, no good. Backside rebound and put up for Conrad's no good, but she's fouled on the second putback. Foul is called on Kaylee Wilson. That'll be her first.
Good job on the backside boards right there.
Conrad first free throw is up and good. She is a 75% free throw shooter.
It's outstanding, actually. Not that it can't get better, but that's a great way to start the season. Right there, she has great form, good technique.
Bulldogs lead at 5-2, 6:16 and counting here in the first quarter. Evans gets it right side to Wilson. Now they'll swing it around the opposite side to Evans.
Yeah, running a lot of screen to screener, Jared.
Plank, long three, up high off the rim and in. Hayden Plank ties it up at 5. Westall gets it over left side, three up, no good for Passon. Rebounded by the Aces. Here they come quickly. Evans drives to the elbow, gets it back to Wilson. Now right side. Allie Leist, her shot no good, rebounded by the Bulldogs. Get it down to Westall. Westall, three, no good. Gets her, no, she doesn't get it. Charlie Conrad picks up the rebound. Now the three in the corner, no good for Passon. Plank swings it down to Evans, and she traveled with the basketball. Had the right idea. Wanted to give a head fake and go baseline, but just shuffled her feet a little bit.
Yeah, what we used to tell players in transition, when you catch the ball, get low. That way you don't usually drag that pivot foot, Jared.
Aces bring a little pressure here. Get it to the middle of the court to Conrad. Miller now being worked on by Taylor Evans. Not a lot of movement right now in this Bloom-Carroll offense. Three put up and in for Davin Miller.
Well, that's the one thing that he wants to do is create gaps where they penetrate and kick it. And I know Coach Lice talked to me is they have to do a good job of defending the three-point shot because you see already that's a big part of the Carroll offense.
Definitely is. Plank drove baseline, kick it back out to Haley Wilson for 3. That's no good. Charlie Conrad fights for the rebound.
Yeah, doing a really good job on the boards is Charlie.
Yes, they are. Sorrell in the corner for 3, no good. There's Conrad again hustling for it, and that goes off the Aces back to the Bulldogs. Oh, check that. It goes off of Conrad. It'll stay with the Aces.
Yeah, good hustle there.
8-5, 4:10 to play here in the first quarter. Evans with Davin Miller on defense. Wilson will fire up the 3. Got it. Kaylee Wilson has 5 points in the game for the Aces.
Yeah, she shot the ball well last year, and they were really trying to encourage her to let's find some other ways to add to that.
Yeah.
That'll make her even a better scorer.
She's averaging 9 points a game for the Aces. We're tied up at 8 here. Quick ball movement to get it back out top to Sorrell.
Yeah, spacing's a little tight. You know what I mean? With young players sometimes, look, Jared, there's just so many people in that area. It's just, you got to get better spacing on the floor.
Westall gets it to Conrad. Her pass is tipped into the hands of Davin Miller. Her outshot is up and in.
Wow, what a shot.
Miller now has 5 points in the game. Bloom-Carroll back up 10-8.
Bloom-Carroll going to play in their traditional man-to-man defense here.
There's Wilson back out top. They swing it around to Plank.
Yeah, run that flex cut off that cut, that back cut.
Evans drives, had it go off of a knee, and now it's tied up. And the jump ball will go to Bloom-Carroll.
Yeah, watch here.
Law replay, a little scoop shot there.
Little flip. Good technique, though. Got it up high on the glass, Jared.
Subs for both teams. Abby Leist comes in for the Aces. And in for the Bulldogs that's Berta, Ashlyn Berta. 3 up on the other end for the Bulldogs. No good, hits nothing. Good save by Sorrell. Miller, skip pass. Riley Westall, 3, no good. Passing now.
We've said it several times. Long shots, long rebounds.
Yep, you're
Got
right.
to understand.
Shot no good for Berta, rebounded by the Aces. Sowers gets it to Plank, now back out. Wilson for 3, got it again. Kaylee Wilson with 8 in the game. And the Aces take an 11-10 lead. And we have a stoppage. They allow the substitution to come in as we see the dagger law replay of this 3 at the top of the key from Kaylee Wilson.
Yeah, Kaylee's a shooter. That's her strength right there.
Already at 8 points a game, she averages 9. Passing. Little push off, no call there. Get it to the corner, Berta.
No harm, no foul, Jared.
Right. I don't mind that at all.
No.
Stay consistent with it,
Yeah.
and we'll be good.
They gain an advantage.
Nice job by Josie Burr, who's into the ball game and gets her first points for the
Yeah,
Bulldogs.
a little high pick and roll. You got to get the ball out of the center of the floor defensively. It's too hard to defend. You can't help as well.
In the corner, Plank for 3 for the Aces, and it's in.
We got us a rhythm going here today.
She's got 2 threes.
Afternoon basketball. We are the matinee of the day, aren't we? Oh, long
Pass stolen
passes.
away by
Yeah.
Taylor Evans. Evans takes it to the hoop, scores it. Aces up 16-12.
Young players.
Davin Miller. We have a foul off the ball by Bloom-Carroll, as you see the replay here on Taylor Evans' steal and score.
Yeah. Taylor's usually in position properly defensively. She's usually where she needs to be. She understands the game.
16-12, under a minute to play here in the first quarter. Taylor Evans from the top of the key saw the wide open shot. Couldn't get it to go. Conrad the rebound. Oh, there's a steal momentarily. And then a foul going to be called on the Aces That'll go on Gavin Sowers.
Yeah, the 90-foot fouls just do you no good. Yeah, and I've watched a lot of basketball at different levels this fall, and today is actually winter officially today. Yeah. But, man, those 90-foot fouls they're just not very beneficial.
Right. 40 seconds of counting here in the first quarter. Tessa Brooks kicks it to the corner for a three from Davin Miller. She's got 8.
Yeah, she's caught that set, no hesitation, Jared.
16-15, Aces with the lead in the basketball. Going to work for one shot. And if you've watched our broadcast for any amount of time, you know that Shu will say start it with 8 to 7 seconds, right? Around 8 or 7. Got a blocking foul.
Good job by officials there. They both called, but they looked at each other to make sure they did not have a contradictory decision.
Foul is called on Ashlyn Berta. That's her first.
Here you go. Get the picket fence out here, Jared. They switched it, and she slipped it, and it was open.
Ball loose, stolen away by the Bulldogs. Tessa Brooks with it, down to 3 seconds. Brooks with 1. Brooks can't get it to go at the buzzer, but a really good first quarter by both teams, 16-15. And I tell you what, the nets are hot today.
Like I said, we got some rhythm here. We got a pace. I know Coach Lice is going to want them to pick the defense up here a little bit. And Coach Ireland's got to be pleased, except for, the one thing that they've really struggled with here is taking care of the ball. Good possessions. And, we see it here a little bit.
Yep.
But obviously they're getting better at it because they're having a little more success. And right now, their offense isn't totally right where they want it to be, but it's getting better.
I want to say thanks to Sheridan Funeral Home. They were our tip-off sponsor today. Sheridan Funeral Home is proud to be supporting high school basketball. They've been serving the communities of Lancaster and Fairfield County for over 100 years. Also today, you'll notice getting some really cool shots from down on the floor. Tom Russo's camera working with the wireless camera today. He was able to give you the shot at the beginning of the game, coming in from the got a shot of the trophy case and then walked into the gym. We saw a nice look at Coach Leist in his huddle. So there's Tom. Down on the floor.
What do we say? He's mobile?
Yes, he is, definitely. Up top, we've got Jim Spires on our top camera. There's Jimmy.
Right, the oldest of the crew. We'll give him that.
And, of course, pushing all the buttons, we have Josh Messerly, our producer-director, and Donnie Ziegfeld, also on graphics and replays. 16-15 as we head into the second quarter here at Bloom-Carroll. Aces lead this one in the Mid-State League Buckeye. Both teams coming in riding a 3-game winning streak.
I see they're starting to switch those screens, and that's what they need to do, Jared.
Singleton's pass almost stolen away. They get it down to the baseline. Good little move there.
Yeah.
Get around the defender and score it. That's Peyton Singleton.
I like.
Check that. That's Abby Leist on the score.
Yeah, I like what she did. She took her time, Jared, most of all.
18-15, Aces with the lead, Bulldogs with the basketball.
Oh.
Good play there.
Yeah.
And a really good job finishing for Josie Burr.
Yeah, post defender was just watching the ball, and that's what happens. You got to see both, ball and man.
Josie, a sophomore. She's got 4 points in the game. Little running baseline jumper, no good. Tip back to Taylor Evans for 3. Off the iron, no good. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. We're at 18-17 with 6:56 to play in the first half. Passon gets it right side to Brooks. Down in the corner, Burr. Back out, Passon will fire up the shot just inside the three-point line, no good. Aces the rebound. Singleton gets it to the corner, 3 put up and in! That's Gavin Sowers for 3. That is 5 3-pointers as a team for the Aces.
She's really improved. She's just a sophomore, Jared. She's improved defensively. As you saw there she is defensively, making the steal, and looked very comfortable shooting that 3.
Evans sees the open man, gets the shot up and in. That's Abby Leist again. She's come in off the bench and scored 4 quick points.
And again, the thing that's, kind of hampered the Bulldogs this year is taking care of the ball.
Yeah.
Make sure you get a shot each possession. The ball is too valuable.
Miller drives, kicks it out. 3 put up off the iron for Burr, and it's out of bounds off of the Aces. It'll stay with the Bulldogs.
A lot of subs. Here's
Lots
the
of subs
replay.
coming
There's
in.
the bounce pass.
Lice did a good job. The pass was kind of behind her, but she did a good
did.
job keeping her composure and getting a good shot up.
As we were watching the end of the JV game, that's what we're talking about. The difference is the players at this level on decent teams catch the ball,
Right.
Jared.
Sorrell tried to just get any shot she could up, and it pays off for her. She's going to be fouled. Foul's going to be called on McKenna Singleton for the Aces. That's her first. One of the things we didn't mention when we were talking about Emma Sorrell, she averages 13 rebounds a game, and she had a game the other night, 18 rebounds.
That's a lot. I mean, if you're even in an empty gym, that's a lot of rebounds, Jared. But that's an effort area.
Right.
And that tells you a lot about the player.
Second free throw up and good. She's 1 of 2 from the line. 23-18 the score. 5:37 and counting in the first half. Evans gets it right side.
I love how they communicate. Amanda's girl's doing a good job of talking through this. And that starts with Abby here on the point.
3-pointer put up, in and out for Kaylee Wilson.
I said Abby, I meant Taylor Evans. She just communicates from the point position and gets all the other players talking and knowing what they're supposed to do. And that's what you need.
Yeah.
That's leadership on the floor.
I wonder how many games of one-on-one she and her sister Alyssa
I'm
played over the
sure
years.
a couple. But just her, see, talking all the time.
Yep. Right idea.
Yeah.
But just
the cutter stopped.
right. Here's an open 3 for the Bulldogs, up and in. That's Addison Luke with 3.
Yeah, like I said, Coach Ireland told us that he felt like they have a good shooting team, but they haven't carried it over yet
Right.
to games. And right tonight, they're okay shooting the basketball.
That's 4 threes for the Bulldogs, and
Yeah.
it pulls them back to within 2. 23-21. Evans gets it to Wilson. Now left side, here's Leist. Back to Wilson. And almost had it taken away. In the corner, Plank. Skip pass is stolen away by the Bulldogs. Here's Tessa Brooks. Does the right thing. It was 1-on-2, so she pulls it back out. Gives it to Luke. Now left side, 3-pointer put up and in. Emma Sorrell. Bulldogs back up on top, 24-23. 10 made three-pointers in this game, 5 for each team. Plank's three-pointers blocked. Good save by Wilson, but it's into the hands of the Bulldogs. Quickly
Great
the other way.
pass.
Tessa Brooks lays it up and in.
That's a great pass. Tessa's a heck of an athlete, too. She can really move.
Bulldogs have gone on a run. They lead it now 26-23, and Coach Leist will take the timeout as you see the Dagger Law replay.
Yeah, watch here. Just a good job of getting your head up the floor. Get the ball out in front. Hit her in stride. With that timeout, that's the first one of the evening. We know what that means. Tonight's timeouts are brought to you by Buckeye Lake Marina. Remember, next spring, if you're looking for a new boat or a great pre-owned watercraft, Buckeye Lake Marina has it all. More information can be found at buckeyeLakeMarina.com.
Mentioned these two teams obviously in the same league. Last year they split. On December 19th, Amanda-Clearcreek won it 39-36 in a close game. And then on February 2nd, Bloom-Carroll won it 51-45. So both games last year were tight ones, and it looks like we're going to have another tight one today.
Yeah, we did the one out at Amanda, if
Yep.
you recall, and they split the games, but they each won on each other's home court, which
Right,
is
you're
not
right.
very common usually.
Right. Let's talk about the Mid-State League Buckeye. Everybody seems to be chasing right now 2 teams. You've got Fairfield Union
Yeah.
and Circleville at the top.
Yes, and Coach Barr's team out of Fairfield Union currently undefeated.
Yeah.
So, they have an outstanding player, and they've just really gotten off to a great start. So, but there's a lot of basketball to be played, Jared. I always felt there were 2 seasons. You had the pre-holiday season, And once you got through the holidays, you have the post-holiday season.
And really, I mean, the top 4 teams are really tough. Any given night, any of them could beat each other. Here's a steal for the Bulldogs. And control. I thought it was going to go out of bounds.
Boy,
Tessa
that's
Brooks
a nice
does a nice
pass.
job. 3 put up. Off the iron, no good for the Bulldogs. Put back for Sorrell, no good. Taylor Evans the rebound. Here she comes quickly. Guides it up ahead. Now they'll get it back to Wilson. Skip pass, Plank. Good ball movement around to Taylor Evans for 3, and it's in.
Yeah, that's outstanding.
And a whistle and a foul. That's pretty far away from the bucket. That's Hayden Plank on the foul. That's going to be her first.
Trying to get in the press after the score.
Here's a look at Coach Ireland. Also in the background, you saw Larry Hergis, the athletic director here at Bloom-Carroll. I want to thank him for the setup here. We also saw Nate Conrad, principal here at Bloom-Carroll High School. As you see the pass going out of bounds, it's tipped. It'll stay with the Bulldogs.
This is AJ's 6th year already. How about
wow.
that? We watched him play for Marietta in the OAC championships.
Yep, you're right.
Back when we covered the OAC.
Brooks takes the screen, backs her way down to the block. Get it back out now to Conrad. Dump
That's
inside
a nice
Sorrell,
post
really
feed.
nice. Sorrell shot blocked, she got her own rebound. Kick it back out, Conrad for 3, no good. There's Sorrell again for a rebound.
That's why she had 18 on Tuesday.
Yep, she fights for it. Shot put up no good, but Addison Luke gonna go to the free throw line as we've got a foul on the Aces. They call it on Kaylee Wilson. That is her second. First free throw for Luke is up and good. Subs coming in for both sides. Riley Westall comes in for the Bulldogs. Abby Lice comes in for the Aces, as well as Kate Buckley. 2 good-looking free throws right there for Addison Luke. Drains them both. She's got 5 in the game.
Like I told you, how many lefties have you ever seen that can't shoot?
True.
Not very many. I can't name one, that's for sure.
So far, the Bulldogs are perfect at the line, 4 for 4 today. And they lead at 28-26 with 2:19 to play in the first half. Evans takes a screen from Plank, and she's tripped up, and a block going to be called on Davin Miller.
Yeah, the one thing that I think as they grow will help Coach Ireland's team is more communication. Like I said, I could see and hear the Amanda team communicating a lot on offense and defense. And I think that will help when Bloom-Carroll starts to do more and more of that.
Evans passes tip. She gets control of it. Gets it right side to Leist. Back out now. They'll get it to Plank. Plank trying to get inside, and a foul going to be called. Looks like they're going to get Riley Westall with that one.
Well, again, tonight we haven't seen a lot of attack of the basket. And you have to attack the basket if you want to get to the free throw line. The threes can be a big part of your offense, but you still got to get the ball to the rim.
First free throw no good for Plank. She'll get another. Second one up and good. Hayden has 7 points in the game. 28-27. Bulldogs with a 1-point lead. Brooks gets it left side. Passing a long range 3, no good. Rebound into the hands of Tessa Brooks.
I tell you, she's given them a big lift off the bench.
Yes, she has. Little running jumper in the paint, no good. Abby Lice the rebound. Get it up ahead to Plank. Down to a minute and a half to play in the half. Lice kicks it back out to Sowers. Sowers from the elbow, high. It looked like it was tipped, I think, wasn't it?
Well, the thing is you know, when you get somebody in the air, you get by somebody, when you take one dribble, it's usually not enough distance that they can recover, and that's what the defender did. Take another dribble there.
Allie Lice checks back into the ball game. Lob pass comes into Abby Leist. Tried to get a pass around the defender to Taylor Evans, but it's taken away.
Just got off balance.
Davin Miller with it. Now Brooks.
Yeah, she's given them like a comfort. She calms the offense a little bit when she's come in here. Like you saw her look, no, not open. Put it on the floor, go left-handed, and now she's at the foul line.
Abby Leist called for the foul. That is her first. That's going to send Tessa Brooks to the free throw line. Shoot 2 shots. First one's up and good.
It's amazing how different, whatever teams you watch, and we saw a pretty good basketball game today, but the players that have played a little bit more just look much more comfortable.
Yep.
It's pretty evident. You don't have to be, an expert or anything to notice that.
Taylor Evans off the rebound from Allie Leist. Quickly up the floor. They get it now to Wilson. Under a minute to play, 29-27. Bloom-Carroll leads here in this first half. Buckley gets it to Leist. Evans now, long range 3, in and out. Kaylee Wilson fights for the rebound.
Good effort.
Evans kick it back out. 3 up and in for Hayden Plank. 10 points for Hayden. Aces back up by 1, 30-29 with 22 seconds to play in the half. Brooks.
Yeah, done a good job right there.
To Miller. Back out now to Berta. They'll dump it to Sowers. Or check that. Sorrell. Down to 4 seconds.
Gotta look to score.
Brooks on the move with 1 second. Back to Sorrell. They do not get a shot off. They had 22 seconds in that possession and didn't get a shot off.
Just inexperience, Jared, more than anything else. I saw disappointment on Coach Ireland's face. It's been there, done that.
Yep.
Told you, a little story earlier. So
yep.
It's part of it, and you just got to keep practicing it and practicing it until they totally understand.
Really good first half of basketball here from Bloom-Carroll. The Amanda-Clearcreek Aces lead it 30-29. We're going to take a timeout. We come back. We'll have some first half stats and analysis and all the second half play-by-play action of the high school basketball game of the week. Stay with us.
If you've been thinking about getting a home loan, now is the time. Hi, this is Carrie James from Fairfield Federal. Our experienced lenders are here to help you make your vision a reality. For more than 125 years, we've been helping our community achieve home ownership. Fairfield Federal has convenient online application for your home loan, home equity loan, and home equity line of credit needs. Visit fairfieldfederal.com to get started. Fairfield Federal for checking, savings, and home loans. Data charges may apply, subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 402612.
This holiday season, we at Fairfield DD want to say thank you to our community. Your continued support enables us to move toward a community that realizes the value of every person. Fairfield DD is here to bring about a vibrant community where people lead lives of greater independence and make meaningful contributions. As we celebrate the holidays and prepare for a brand new year, we are grateful to our community members for supporting and moving our mission forward every day. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you and those you love.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Taylor with Habitat for Humanity of Southeast Ohio. Our programs provide home ownership and repairs for families in need. We believe everyone deserves a safe, healthy, and affordable place to call home. This month, when you buy a car, truck, or SUV from Buckeye Toyota or Buckeye Honda in Lancaster, a donation will be made to Habitat for Humanity through their Buckeye Cares program. Thanks, Buckeye, for your ongoing support.
Fairfield County has so many wonderful resources for those in addiction with mental health issues. There's so many great court supports to promote accountability so that there's just a positive change across the board. There's so many great interactions within all the community agencies. The Adam H. Board is wonderful at providing resources for the whole population to be able to make sure that all those barriers are met and that those needs are taken care of.
I like working in Fairfield County because it provides me the opportunity to make positive change where I live. Fairfield County has a great network for veterans to help. It makes me proud that we know we take care of our veterans here.
I'm kind of new to it. I've been here for about a year, but it's interesting because you get a little bit of everything. We're right here smack in between the big city of Columbus and Appalachia. So you get to work with all kinds of people, get to do all kinds of things. But my favorite thing about Fairfield County is the people. They are passionate, they are fun, they are engaged, and it's a great place to work.
Community, connections, collaboration. The Fairfield County Way.
Dagger Law has more than 110 years of experience in nearly every aspect of the law. When we're not just helping clients, we're helping the community. You'll see us at festivals, sporting events, and around town because we live and work here too. We are your neighbors, and we want to help you when you need it. When we help each other, we're stronger. Our community is stronger. Creating a strong, vibrant, healthy, and safe community is everyone's responsibility, and we take the responsibility seriously. We are local, we are trusted, we are experienced.
The Frankie Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Lancaster and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore have a long and wonderful history of serving our community. Feel free to give us a call at 740-653-0652. Stop in and see us at either of our two locations, 405 North Columbus Street in Lancaster and 207 South Main Street in Baltimore. Respect for tradition, regard for change.
Back at Bloom-Carroll High School, your halftime score, Amanda-Clearcreek leads the Bloom-Carroll Bulldogs by 30-29. Taking a look at some first half scoring. First of all, for the Bulldogs, Charlie Conrad has 2 points. It's Whitney Passon with 3. Tessa Brooks has 3. Josie Burr with 4. Emma Sorrell has 4. Addison Luke has 5. And Davin Miller with a really good first half. She had 8 points to lead the Bulldogs. For the Amanda-Clearcreek Aces here at halftime, Abby Leist has 4. Kaylee Wilson with 8. It is Taylor Evans with 5, Gavin Sowers with 3, and leading all scorers right now at the half, Hayden Plank with 10 points. Your halftime score, Bloom-Carroll trails Amanda-Clearcreek by 30-29. We're going to take one more timeout. We come back, we'll have all the second half action on the Buffalo Wild Wings High School Basketball Game of the Week.
Fairfield Medical Center is more than a hospital. We're a health system that's been putting people first for more than a century. From the youngest patients to the eldest, our compassionate team of caregivers are here to support you through every season of life. We are healers, cheerleaders, patient advocates, and champions. Your health is our greatest accomplishment, and we are proud to serve you. Whatever you're searching for, you can find it at Fairfield Medical Center.
Hi, I'm Carol Whittington, and I would like to invite you to stop by Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, located at 1540 Hubbard Drive in Lancaster. We are a small family-owned business and have been servicing the Central Ohio and Hocking Hills area since 2003. Graduations with a personal touch, weddings with a personal touch, corporate events with a personal touch. Please call us today for all your party rental needs, 740-689-6991.
Swing into the Carriage Company and check out our sweet deals.
If you're looking for the best selection of clean, quality used vehicles, look no further than the Carriage Company. You'll feel secure with your purchase, knowing all vehicles undergo an extensive safety and service check prior to the sale. And all vehicles can be viewed online at carriagecompany.com. The Carriage Company, located at 1031 North Memorial Drive in Lancaster.
So wait! How much can you afford to spend on a home? That's a good question. I'm Desi DeJohn, Assistant Vice President and Mortgage Loan Officer at the Savings Bank in Lancaster. It's important to know how much you can afford before you contact a real estate agent. Factors such as income, credit score, debt, and down payment can help determine how much a bank can lend you to buy a home. Getting pre-qualified is the best way to find out how much you can afford to spend on a home. You can apply to pre-qualify online anytime at thesavingsbankohio.bank.
Interface Video presents the Buffalo Wild Wings High School Game of the Week, brought to you by Dagger Long, the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield Federal, Buckeye Toyota, Fairfield Medical Center, Buckeye Lake Marina, Personal Touch Party Rentals, Fairfield DD, North Body Shop, Fairfield County Adam H., The Carriage Company, The Savings Bank, Sheridan Funeral Home, and ExploreHockingHills.com.
Back at Tom Petty Gymnasium here at Bloom-Carroll High School, where the Bulldogs trail the Aces at halftime 30-29. And Tim, let's talk about one of the things that we mentioned at the top of the broadcast was the fact that Coach Ireland trying to look for some other people to get involved in the scoring. You know, obviously you've got Whitney Passon averaging 16 points a game. She started the scoring off with a 3, didn't score again the rest of the quarter or the rest of the half. However, there's 3 girls that really picked up the scoring for them. Josie Burr had 4 points in that first half. Off the bench, I believe she didn't come in until the second quarter. She's only averaging 1.3 a game, had 4 off the bench. David Miller, she started the game but only averages 3.7. She's already at 8 for the game. And then Addison Luke, coming off the bench late in that second quarter, she only averages 0.3 a game. She came in and gave them 5 points in that first half. That's big.
That's development is what it is. And, I think that's why he feels they have an upside. They're eventually they're just getting into what it's like to play at the varsity level and how to do that. And, got to continue to give that good effort defensively. And I think from Bloom-Carroll's standpoint, continue to try to work hard on taking care of the basketball. For Coach Lei's team, hey, he wants them to be able to match Carroll's effort and intensity. And they've done a good job also. I think we have a heck of a game. I told you before we started, after talking to the coaches, they're very excited about their groups.
It is going to be a good finish. Stay with us. 30-29 as we begin the second half. You saw Bloom-Carroll's #1 fan, Donnie Bear, in attendance again. He never misses a Bloom-Carroll event here at home, no matter what it is. There he is, front and center.
Yeah, just like that turnover right there. I know Coach Ireland's young, but eventually that hair will turn gray on those right there. You come out to start the half, you kind of know what you're doing, and it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
Plank, who had a really good first half, she had 10. She gives it off to Wilson. Now Leist. Taylor Evans to Plank. She'll fire up a 3, no good. Backside rebound by Whitney Passon. Davin Miller gets it to Passon in the corner. Passon on the drive inside the paint, shot no good. Fights for her own rebound, but it's going to be controlled by the Aces. Gavin Sowers up ahead to Leist. Leist shot off the glass and in with her left hand.
Yes, and that's the defensive part of the game that frustrates you. You have to have defensive balance. That means when somebody drives the basket, if it's the point guard, the other guard's got to be back. Nobody can get behind you. You're like the safety in basketball.
Here's the Dagger Law replay.
You can see right here, nobody's back. And that's a good job of looking up the floor. And watch Leiss use her left hand there and put the ball in the basket.
With Dad being coach, you better shoot that with your left hand, right?
#1, make it.
Right, yeah,
even if you have to kick it, make it.
On the drive, shot up and in. That's Emma Sorrell.
Now we're already seeing a little more attack of the basket.
Oh, yeah.
Already. But that's what the three-point game does do. It does open up drives, but you have to get downhill on those drives.
Evans, right side to Wilson. They'll swing it around to Plank. 32-31, Aces with the lead in the basketball. Evans, shot fake. drives inside the paint. Scoop shot is up. No good, but a foul before the shot. It'll be Aces ball underneath their own hoop. The foul was called on Bloom-Carroll's Emma Sorrell. That's her first. No, check that, her second. Evans lobs it in to Wilson. Lost it out of bounds, but it goes off of Whitney Passon. Evans inbounds to Sowers. Ooh, lots of contact away from the basketball.
Trying to get through the screen.
That's going to be 3 on Emma Sorrell. That's big.
Yeah.
Early here in the third quarter. So Tessa Brooks going to come in.
That's going to cause them to rotate because watch her just keep trying to come through the screen.
Yep. Nice look inside, and Allie Lice with all 4 of the Aces points here in the second half. They lead at 32-31.
That's just good execution. Allie does a lot of little stuff, Jared, that helps the team get better.
It's actually 34-31 Aces. They did not put that last, there it is. Passon will inbound. Davin Miller being worked on by Allie Leist. 5.5 minutes, getting close to 5.5 minutes to play here in this third quarter. Out top, it's Westall. Westall to the elbow, picks up her dribble. The pass is stolen away. Now it's tied up, and it'll go back to the Aces.
Good hustle.
Really good hustle. Evans as well as Charlie Conrad getting on the floor for the basketball for the tie-up. Sub coming in, Addison Luke coming off the bench for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, one of the things you got to do is you got to make the defense guard space, Jared. And you know, we talk about personal spacing, but even the overall offense needs to be spaced. Use the floor, use the half court width and length.
Wilson, elbow shot blocked by Conrad into the hands of Luke. Addison gets it right side. Miller fires up the 3 and in.
Tell you what, if there was a carnival run tonight, I'd take her to it because she's hitting everything.
That is 6 threes for the Bulldogs to go with 7 threes for the Aces. And we're tied up at 34. Here's a steal by the Bulldogs. Quickly the other way. Shot up off the glass, no good. Lots of contact on the rebound. Going to get the Bulldogs with a foul, I believe. Whitney Passon called for it. That's her first.
You know, those are fouls, though, because their effort in hustling. Those are all fine.
Second foul on Passon, that is. Evans brings it up with a little bit of full court pressure from Miller.
Good help right there. Tessa Brooks.
Evans backs her way down to the block, kick it back out to Sowers. Now the pass goes out of bounds. It'll go back to the Bulldogs.
Okay, that was an outstanding individual defensive possession for Tessa Brooks. She switched out, she guarded the ball, she pressured the pass, and got a turnover out of it, individually.
Conrad going to be fouled by Taylor Evans.
That's just...
That's 1 on Taylor Evans. Tied up at 34 with 4:19 to play in the third quarter.
Actually, Amanda does a good job playing defense here without fouling, and that's important.
Pass is tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Bloom-Carroll. There's a couple subs about to come in for the Aces. It's McKenna Singleton as well as Abby Leist, replacing Allie Leist and Gavin Sowers. Bulldogs inbound it. They get it right back to Miller. Miller goes on the drive and scoops it up and in.
She's really giving them a boost offensively.
13 points in the game for Davin Miller. And the Bulldogs back in the lead, 36-34, and a foul going to be called on Passon. That's her third. So now you've got Whitney Passon with 3 and Emma Sorrell with 3 for the Bulldogs. So Ashlyn Berta going to come in to replace Passon. Inbound to Plank, gets it back to Evans. Wilson now. Back to Plank. Plank on the drive, inside the paint, in and out for the freshman, rebounded by Charlie Conrad. Tessa Brooks now kicks it back out. Miller, shot no good, rebounded on the backside by Leist. Abby gets it ahead to Taylor Evans. Evans, shot goes, and they count it. Foul going to be called on Ashlyn Berta, her second, as Taylor Evans scored it.
Yeah, it's a proper call. If we see that again, you'll see. Here it is. Watch her in transition. Yeah, player's definitely moving defensively.
And got the free throw to go to complete the three-point play. Put the Aces back up by 1, 37-36. Conrad, right side to Brooks. Now they get it to Berta.
Again, spacing, got cut back door when you're overplayed and just cut hard. They're kind of jogging through some of their backdoor cuts.
Dump it inside. Conrad is open underneath. Couldn't get the shot to go. Rebound on the backside by Abby Leist. Evans quickly up ahead. They get it to Singleton. Back out now. They'll swing it over to Plank for three. Wide open. No good. And the ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Aces. Coach Ireland said that's off 23. He might be right. He might be right.
I wouldn't doubt him. He's probably more accurate than we are.
Dump
That's
inside.
a nice job.
Really good pass inside. Another good look. Shot's no good, but look at the hustle by Buckley to try to get that rebound. But it's into the hands of the Bulldogs. Stella Hahn pulled it out of there. Josie Burr gets it back out for three to Tessa Brooks.
Shot that very confidently.
39-37. Bulldogs with the lead. They've now hit 7 threes themselves to go with Amanda-Clearcreek 7. Rebound for Berta. Gets it now to Brooks. Good spin move. Nice hustle rebound by Brooks. Kick it back out to Hahn. Now they'll get it to Berta. Berta drives the paint. Puts the shot up off glass. No good. Nobody hustled for the rebound. I mean, the Aces just let it fall.
Long passes right there.
Lice steals it away. Gets it back to Wilson. She'll fire up the three. No good. Backside rebound for Buckley. Little hook shot, no good. And Stella Hahn now fights for it, and she's fouled.
Players getting a little tired. Look, see where their hands go to their hips. Just a little tired playing these possessions over and over without stoppage.
Abby Leist called for the foul, her second. Bulldog basketball leading it by 2, 39-37. Inbound pass comes into Berta. Berta to Brooks. Left corner now, Davin Miller. Thought about lobbing it inside. Josie Burr working hard down there in the post. But good defense for the Aces. Gavin Sowers, a little bit of a mismatch, but Sowers doing a good job on Burr. Here's a three put up, no good for Miller.
Tessa Brooks is everywhere.
Yeah, she is. Dump it inside Burr.
Oh.
I think she didn't realize she was as open as
Yeah.
she was.
She wasn't sure of her position.
Evans now to the block. Off the glass, no good. Ball tipped. Here's Buckley. Her shot's no good. Still loose. Controlled by the Aces. Down to 15 seconds to play in the quarter. Evans getting her way down to the block with 7 seconds. Kicks it back out. Sowers. Skip it over. Buckley for three. Got it!
Wow.
Kate Buckley with 3 for the Aces, puts them up 40-39 as we head to the fourth quarter.
Big shot, big shot.
Wow.
As a reminder, you can find live and past games on our YouTube channel. Just search for CLN, your hometown connection on YouTube, to find games and other local programming. While you're there, make sure to click subscribe so you won't miss any action. Also, if you're on Facebook and Twitter, also known as X, check us out on those social media platforms. Just search for Interphase Video Productions.
We head into the fourth quarter. There we go. Look at that. That's Interphase Video Productions, part of most of us, I guess, of the
yes,
the crew of Interphase Video Productions. We had a nice party last night to celebrate a really good year for Interphase Video. Bob and Beth Campetti hosted everybody out at the Country Club. Had a great time. Some great food out there. Alfonso's.
Yep, good food, good time, good people.
Tip the hat to the chef, man. That food was excellent.
Really appreciate it. It's as I tell people, we have a really professional group of people
Yep,
here.
we do.
And I appreciate them helping make me look good.
We're in for a good finish here, I believe. 40-39 right now as we head to the fourth. At halftime, it was 30-29, back and forth. And for the Bulldogs, remember, Passon has 3 fouls. Sorrell has 3 fouls. They will start the fourth quarter, I believe, still on the bench with those 3 fouls. Inbound comes in to Josie Burr.
Good defense. Just overplaying the guards.
Yeah. Burr trying to get rid of it. Finally is able to. Gets it to Berta, and it's out of bounds. It'll go to the Aces.
Great job pressuring the passers. Just when they pick their dribble up, they just did a great job that defensive possession. Well coached.
Sowers brings it up for the Aces. Gets it to Wilson. Wilson shot up and good over top of Burr.
Yeah, a little mid-range. Just a step behind the free throw line. Not a 3 that time.
First bucket of the second half for Kaylee Wilson. She's got 10 in the game. 42-39 as we see some subs, 4 of them to be exact, for the Bulldogs set to check back in.
Well, they're certainly 9 deep.
And really all contributors. I
yes.
mean, maybe not in the scoring column, but they've all contributed. As here's a 3 put up no good for Hahn. Rebound tipped around, controlled by the Bulldogs. And Conrad going to go to the free throw line as she's fouled by Wilson.
Yeah, watch right here. Watch her get inside 3.
Good shot. Josie Burr is not, you got to shoot over top of her. She's got some long arms. Conrad at the free throw line. The foul was called on Wilson, her 3rd. And I purposely did not say that Conrad is 2 for 2 at the line, but I thought it. Does that count?
Yes.
Did I still jinx her?
Yes. With wireless, it gets there.
All 4 of those subs come in for Bloom-Carroll as Conrad missed the second one as well.
Yeah, they both look good.
Here's Plank. Bulldogs have done a good job of controlling Plank as well in the second half. She had 10 in the first half, has not scored yet in the second half. Evans couldn't get the shot to go, rebounded by the Bulldogs. Here comes Davin Miller. Miller drives inside the paint, puts it up, and no good. Rebounded by Kate Buckley. Now it's tipped and out of bounds. Goes back to the Aces. Bloom-Carroll fans looking for a foul there.
Yeah, I think there was.
Allie Leist checks back in for the Aces. She replaces Kate Buckley. Kate gave them some good minutes. She fought for some rebounds.
Yes.
Underneath the bucket, had that big 3 to end the quarter. Sowers, right side to Evans. Thought about a long 3. Drives inside the paint instead. Scoops it up. In and out. We've seen so many of those tonight. that look like they're going down in the cylinder, and they come out.
She just can't get one to go right now, but she keeps playing because that's the type of player she is.
Aces to inbound underneath their own hoop. Leading at 42-39. They'll get it into Sowers. Then a handoff to Evans. Tight defense being played on Taylor Evans. Letting them play. It's Davin Miller tipping the basketball. Here's Plank. Now back to Evans. Sowers now in the corner. Lice gives it off to Evans. Evans. Bloom-Carroll fans wanted to carry. They don't call it. 3 at the top of the key for Gavin Sowers. And Coach Lice going to call timeout. Coach Ireland not happy. I don't know if we have a replay of it, but it looked like Evans kind of got it caught on her hip momentarily at the elbow.
Yeah, we'll see here.
We'll see. Right there. Could have been called a double dribble. They did not call it.
Yep.
But Sowers steps back and drains the 3. She has 6 points in the game, both of them from, or both, all 6 from behind the arc.
Yeah, she's played a good game tonight.
9 3-pointers in the game for the Aces. And for the Bulldogs, they have 7.
Well, they need some possessions here to get some points, Jared. You can't get down too far. I think the Aces are too good to get too far behind.
I agree. 45-39 to score. 5:27 and counting here in the fourth quarter.
Little 1-3-1. Gave him a different look here in the fourth quarter.
Westall gets it to the corner. Nice steal by Evans, but she was on the line.
You know, that's a good job by Coach Lice defensively late in the game against a younger team, inexperienced. Give him a little change up.
Yeah.
Here's Taylor Evans talking down there. She is letting everybody know she is the general.
You're right. Inbound pass comes in to Conrad. They'll get it to the corner. 3 put up off the back of the iron for passing. Rebounded by Plank. Here's Evans now getting across the timeline. Tried to get it down underneath the bucket. Momentarily, Wilson was open, but a good job getting hands on the ball. We saw that the other night in the girls' game at Fisher Catholic, where the Irish do a good job of deflecting. So does Coach Ireland's Bulldogs.
Yes, they do. I think they average around 18 to 19 deflections a game. Active hands, active feet.
Traveling violation going to be called as Wilson just kind of lost control.
I can laugh from here. I can watch Coach's mannerisms from here. After all the years of being there.
You know what's in their mind.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't want to repeat some of it, but it sure is funny sometimes watching the disappointment.
3 put up, no good, hits nothing. Good hustle by Conrad to save it in. Right into the hands of Sorrell. And now a foul going to be called on the Aces. Foul's called on Kaylee Wilson. That's her 4th. Inbound comes into Conrad. She's going to fire up the 3 and got it. Charlie Conrad from 3.
No hesitation. I like it. When you don't hesitate, you believe in it, it looks good, and it was good.
Pulls him back to within 3 at 45-42. Here's a 3 on the other end for Wilson, no good. Conrad the rebound, tipped out of bounds. It'll go back to the Bulldogs. As Kate Buckley checking in for the Aces. Tell you one thing, Charlie's mom must have taught her how to shoot threes.
I'm not going there. I still enjoy seeing Nate once in a while.
45-42. Bulldogs trail it by 3. They have the basketball. And did she step out of bounds or was she forced out?
Yeah, a little block.
Going to be forced. Gavin Sowers is going to be called with a foul. Just did not beat her to the baseline. That's going to be the second foul on Sowers.
you have to go to the spot, Jared, when somebody puts it on the floor. And that's hard to teach and hard to do sometimes.
Miller gets it to Conrad. Back out now to Brooks. 3:54 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Good job finding the cutter. Davin Miller, and it goes out of bounds.
She had a shot before she caught it.
Yep.
You know, just one of those things. Good look by Tessa Brooks.
Bulldogs going to bring a little pressure here. Ball almost stolen away. Plank gets it up ahead. Sauer shots up and no good, but she's fouled.
Yeah, that's a good foul, actually.
It's going to be 4 on passing.
Yeah, still a good foul.
Yeah, if she doesn't foul her, it's an easy 2-point layup. So it'll be Gavin Sowers at the free throw line. Shoot 2 shots. First one's up and good. Riley Westall comes in. She'll replace Whitney Passon, who has 4 fouls. 3:44 to go in the ball game.
Yep, Gavin's another young player, sophomore.
Second free throw, no good. Rebound by Emma Sorrell. She'll get it up ahead to Tessa Brooks. Brooks now. Gets it off. Oh, almost stolen away, but they're going to call foul on Taylor Evans. It's going to be 2 on Evans. So Bulldog basketball right in front of their bench.
There's that 1-3-1 again, Jared. And they put Plank on top. Look how long she is.
Yeah.
Makes them throw the ball. And when you have to throw the ball higher and further, your defense can rotate.
3 in the corner, no good. Taylor Evans, a backside rebound. 46-42. Aces lead it and have the basketball. And that's going to be an easy foul to call there. Charlie just got that leg out.
Yeah, she gave out a little smirk. She knew.
It is 1 on Charlie. Just 2 fouls on the Bulldogs.
Yeah, you got to crank it up here a little bit because they need to get something easy off their defense if they can.
Quickly up ahead come the Aces. Pass out to Taylor Evans from Sowers.
Ooh.
That's a hard foul.
Yeah.
Evans goes down hard. Hops right back up. The foul going to be called on Tessa Brooks.
She got that because she saw the drive and the gap, and she went straight, Jared.
Yep.
There was no banana in that, no curve at all. She went straight toward the basket.
Evans to inbound. Gets it in to Sowers.
Here comes a half-court trapping.
Over to Wilson.
The one thing that Amanda has an advantage in their perimeter players, you know, I mean, not every player, but they have some height, Jared, and they can pass out of the traps.
Traveling violation going to be called to Sowers. You never leave your feet to pass.
No.
And that's why right there. She came down. She had nobody to throw to and came down, and it's a traveling violation.
But, again, you don't want to trap like Plank because she'll just throw it over your head. Trap the smaller people.
Coach Leist is going to call a timeout. 2:33 to play in the fourth quarter. Aces lead at 46-42. Man, we've seen a good one
we
here
have.
today.
This is a good ball game.
Tell you what, this is a in the Mid-State League Buckeye. I think the top 4 teams are really good.
It'll be super competitive, and that's the way a league should be.
Yeah. Looking forward to seeing Coach Barr as he makes his return to the coaching side of things, coaching the Fairfield Union Lady Falcons, and they're off to a really good start out there in Rushville.
Christian Thompson is a really, really talented player.
We will take some time off for the holidays. We'll be back in action after the new year. We've got a lot of games coming your way on boys' side and girls' side. Yep. And tell you what, how about Lancaster's Colton Bruni last night dropped 31 down at Logan.
Anytime you can hit the 3-0 or higher, you've had a game. But I will give this, and I will give Colton credit here. he spends a lot of time on his game
Yeah, he
here in
does.
the offseason. And that's what it takes. If you want to be at that level, you have to really spend the time.
He's had a really good start to his senior year, and the Gales, I believe, already up to 6 or 7 wins. Coach Riggs has done a nice job with them. 46-42 here. Bulldogs trail it. They have the basketball. 2:27 to play in the game. Now that's what you can't have for the Bulldogs.
That's the thing that has really plagued them tonight, George. You come out of a timeout and you get a timeout.
Right.
So, how to execute out of timeouts, half times, quarters, those things, they're critical.
Kaylee Wilson comes back in. She has 4 fouls, so he subs her out during defense as the ball's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Aces.
It's hard to simulate, but you have to try to find a way in practice. Sometimes we used to do things like just stop practice for 60 seconds and then try to get them back into practice because that's what happens.
Right.
I was big on making it simulate games. Breaks, times, how long it lasts.
Evans gets it to Lice. Now back to Wilson.
Yeah, see, they're not in the bonus yet.
Yeah. Bulldogs have only committed 3 team fouls. Shot up no good, but a foul going to be called. It's going to send Sowers to the free throw line.
Now, the next foul, both teams will be shooting free throws.
Foul's called on Conrad. That's her second. Gavin Sowers, free throw up and good. She's got 8 points in the game. There's a good look at Gavin, the sophomore. Second free throw up and also good. 48-42, 6-point lead for the Aces. Brooks picked up her dribble and gets it to the elbow to Sorrell. Sorrell off the glass, no good. Lice the rebound, and a foul going to be called on Charlie Conrad. That's her third.
Yeah, now they shoot.
So that will send Allie Lice to the free throw line. Lice, the 5'6" senior, has 4 points in the game. She had 4 big ones in the third quarter. She drains that free throw. Makes it 49-42. She'll get another. Really good looking shot. 50-42 with 1:37 to play in the ball game. Passon has it stolen away. Hayden Plank going the other way, and the shot is blocked.
Great hustle.
Came right to Tom Russo, I believe. Yeah, that was definitely a good hustle. Plank thought she had a wide open layup, and a good job of not committing the foul, just blocking the shot.
Exactly.
Inbound goes sailing out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Bulldogs.
Watch right here. She just kept playing.
Yeah. Really good hustle. There's Tom, almost made the catch.
Yeah. And Plank will learn as a young player. Get that ball out in front of you in transition when you're ahead of people. Get it out in front. The defender can't get that. But she's a 9th grader, Jared.
Brooks gets it now right side to Miller. Down to 1:10. They trail it by 8. They need to get a shot up.
Got to get a basket.
In the corner, 3. Put up and in for Whitney Passon. Believe it or not, that's her first bucket since she opened the scoring for the game.
Amazing, isn't it?
And that's a 3, so it pulls them back to within 5 at 50-45. And I know that we still have 1:03 to go in the game, Shu, but let's get to our players of the game. Let's do the Bloom-Carroll player of the game first. Brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. Thanks to Larry Tipton and the crew for great food, great service, and the best sports viewing in town. It's all at Buffalo Wild Wings in the Plaza Shopping Center on North Memorial Drive.
Well, not just with the scoring, but I think that sophomore Davin Miller's really stood out for the Bulldogs.
Agree.
She's done a lot of things. We just saw her hustle. Davin's number 24, and she's had a great game tonight. Very consistent play.
Congratulations, number 24, Davin Miller from Bloom-Carroll. She's our Bloom-Carroll player of the game. We'll get to the Amanda-Clearcreek player of the game momentarily. Out of the timeout, it is Aces basketball. They lead it by 5 with under a minute to play in the ball game. And there's going to be a foul called. We'll get to that Amanda-Clearcreek player of the game, brought to you by the Carriage Company, located at 1031 North Memorial Drive in Lancaster. Learn more at carriagecompany.com.
Wow, they've made it tough
Yeah,
on us, to be honest with you. But I don't know how you can't talk about Taylor Evans.
Yeah.
Jared, she just runs the whole show. The younger players are comfortable because she's comfortable. She tells everybody where they need to be on offense and defensive communication. And I think a big shout out to her. But they made it tough because they've had a lot of players play well tonight.
So congratulations to Taylor Evans, our Amanda-Clearcreek player of the game, brought to you by the Carriage Company. She made 1 out of 2 at the free throw line there to put them up 51-45. An easy little bucket there for Tessa Brooks. 51-47. Plank now with the basketball. Lobs it ahead to Evans. Now to Leist. And Leist pass is stolen away by Emma Sorrell. Here come the Bulldogs. Brooks gets it back to Passon for 3. No good. It's off the iron. It'll go to the Aces. A couple subs coming in, 1 from each team. Kaylee Wilson comes in. And for the Bulldogs, Riley Westall.
One thing against pressure, no cross court and no long passes.
Right.
You know, I mean, just simple things.
Ball out of bounds. It'll stay with or go back to the Bulldogs.
Since nobody touched it, it goes back to the spot.
So Bulldog basketball underneath their own basket, trailing by 4.
Yeah, still got a chance. You don't have to shoot a 3.
Passon gets it to Brooks.
Nice
Dumps
pass.
it inside. Good pass to Sorrell, and she's fouled. So Emma going to go to the free throw line with a chance to score with the clock stopped.
See, with every shot, even though that would have been a 2, but with every shot being a 2, why not attack the basket late until you get down to where it has to be a 3?
Free throw up and wow.
I think that touched every part of the rim.
I think you're right.
Oh, my.
Second one up and good. 51-49. 2-point lead for the Aces. It will be their basketball. Coach A.J. Ireland calls a timeout. What's he drawing up here?
Well, defensively, again, like
steal?
they've been, denial and get a steal.
Yeah.
Create a trap. You might get a loose ball off a trap, but you got to foul if they beat your initial pressure. You got to foul because you got to put it at the free throw line. Because even if they come down and make 1, you still got a 1 possession because you can hit a 3, and they've proven they can shoot the 3.
51-49. Amanda-Clearcreek leads it. 17.6 seconds showing on the clock. It will be Aces basketball. Obviously, Bloom-Carroll going to come with a lot of pressure right here.
We'll see what he's got. You know, he's practiced against this, I'm sure. It's a 1-4.
Wilson gets it into Evans. Good pass.
That's
over
who I
Sowers.
get.
Oh, wow.
My.
That one almost taken away.
Yeah.
And Emma Sorrell going to be called for the foul. That's her 4th.
I like getting into Taylor because she's confident with the ball.
Yeah.
And she made a pass there to get out of it was almost a triple team. You got to look down the floor at that point.
Kaylee Wilson will be at the free throw line.
Good shooter.
First one's up and good.
She's got a stroke.
Subs coming in on both sides. Kaylee with that free throw gives her 11 in the game. Make it 12.
That's a big one. Because now they got to have the Bloom-Carroll needs to score here. And it doesn't have to be a 3, Jared.
Right.
I mean, it helps if it is, but it doesn't have to be. You want to get it to where there's only 1 possession.
53-49, down under 10 seconds. They need to get a quick shot. Passon loses it into the hands of Brooks. She'll fire up the 3. Got it! And a quick timeout. The buzzer sounds. They're going to have to figure out how much time
there was
is
one
on the clock.
something, I think. Honestly, because it's in our view, I saw 1 point something.
So we'll see what they're going to put up on the clock. Is the 3.
1/10?
That's it? Wow. Here's the 3.
Now look at the clock. If it gets in, it's not quite in our view, is it?
No, it's not. But Coach Ireland was immediately calling for the timeout. So the only hope
1
here,
second. It's
yeah,
1
now
second.
they got it
Okay.
to 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought I was saying 1/10.
So you got to fight right here to get a 5-second violation, or a quick just steal it and put it up.
If you're Amanda, though, don't throw the ball toward your basket. Throw
Right.
it down the floor, because by the time it gets touched, you can't throw it away. The ball can't go out of bounds because
Right.
they'll get the ball underneath. Throw it down, and if somebody touches it, 1 second.
Wilson to
Don't throw
inbound.
it to your basket. Oh, my.
Almost had it taken away, and
Yeah.
time's going to run out. And the Aces come away with a hard-fought win by 1 point here at Bloom-Carroll, 53-52. Wow.
I think it's really what the coaches anticipated, which led us to anticipate the same thing. We're
Yeah.
going to have a heck of a game, and we did.
You'll see these two teams going to be battling all season long in the Mid-State League Buckeye with the other teams at the top. We'll check some scoring. First of all, for Bloom-Carroll, I tell you what, one of the things we talked about at the beginning, they need to get more people involved in scoring, and they did that today.
Yes.
They had 2 girls in double figures who aren't normally there. Here's the scoring. Charlie Conrad had 5 points. Whitney Passon had 6. It was Josie Burr with 4. Emma Sorrell had 8. Davin Miller had 5. Tessa Brooks had 10 for the game. And leading scorer for Bloom-Carroll was Davin Miller with 13 points today. For the Amanda-Clearcreek Aces, they spread out the scoring as well. They had McKenna Singleton with 3. It was Abby Leist with 4. Allie Leist had 6. Gavin Sowers had 9. Taylor Evans had 9. It was Hayden Plank with 10, all in the first half. And Kaylee Wilson led the Aces with 12 points. So, again, Shu, just what can you say about this game? Both teams fought hard today. Both coaches coached hard. Just a really good high school basketball game.
It was. And it's just a hard loss for whoever takes it. But you know what? I think both teams are going to be, at the end, pretty strong.
Yeah.
Because they work hard to get better, and they kind of know where they got to go.
Hey, we want to say thanks to our Interface Video Productions crew today. Of course, the guy that's shooting us right now, that's Tom Russo. He's been down on the floor, manning the camera. Up top, we've got Jim Spires, and then pushing all the buttons. We have Josh Messerly, our producer director, and on graphics and replays is Donnie Ziegfeld. We want to wish all of you a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. We're going to take a little bit of time off. We'll be back in the new year with some boys and girls basketball action from around the area. And if the two games that we've had prior to Christmas are any indication, we're in for a good season.
We are.
So your final score today, Amanda-Clearcreek comes away with a hard-fought 1-point victory on the road at Bloom-Carroll, 53-52. For our entire Interface Video Productions crew and Tim Shoemaker, I'm Jared Stewart. Have yourselves a great day and a happy holiday.
Interface Video presents the Buffalo Wild Wings High School Game of the Week. Brought to you by Dagger Long, the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield Federal, Buckeye Toyota, Fairfield Medical Center, Buckeye Lake Marina, Personal Touch Party Rentals, Fairfield DD, North Body Shop, Fairfield County Adam H., The Carriage Company, The Savings Bank, Sheridan Funeral Home, and ExploreHawkingHills.com.